Welcome to a cozy corner of the Pokémon world. Tonight, there's nothing you need to do, no battles to win, no Pokédex to complete. I'll be sharing soft, random Pokémon facts one by one, perfect for drifting off to sleep or just relaxing and letting your thoughts slow down. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let the Pokémon world gently fade in.
Bulbasaur is the only starter Pokémon that is dual-type Grass-Poison right from the beginning, giving it extra resistances and advantages early in the game. The bulb on its back is actually a plant life form that grows alongside Bulbasaur as it gains experience. Scientists in the Pokémon world believe that the plant and animal parts have a symbiotic relationship, allowing Bulbasaur to convert sunlight into energy. Fun fact, in the anime, Bulbasaur often takes on the role of the team big sibling, looking after younger Pokémon. Ivysaur's plant bulb on its back has grown bigger than Bulbasaur's and is starting to bloom, showing that it's getting ready for evolution. Interestingly, Ivysaur can sense the sunlight and will move to the perfect spot to absorb as much as possible. Almost like it's sunbathing. Its legs are stronger than Bulbasaur's, letting it stand on two legs for short periods, which helps it attack more efficiently. In the anime, Ivysaur is often portrayed as a more serious and disciplined Pokémon compared to the playful Bulbasaur. Venusaur's flower is fully bloomed and can absorb massive amounts of sunlight, which it converts into energy for powerful moves like Solar Beam. The scent of its flower changes with the weather. On sunny days, it becomes sweeter and more calming, often soothing nearby Pokémon. Despite its size, Venusaur is surprisingly steady and can support the weight of the huge plant effortlessly thanks to its thick trunk-like legs. In some regions, people believe that seeing a Venusaur basking in the sun is a sign of good harvests. Charmander's tail flame is a direct indicator of its health and emotions. If it burns brightly, it's feeling energetic and happy. But if it flickers low, it may be exhausted or sad. The flame is so important that even newborn Charmanders instinctively protect it from rain. Early Pokédex entries mention that if the flame ever goes out, Charmander could be in serious danger, which is why trainers are always careful with it. Despite its fiery nature, Charmander is known to form loyal, lifelong bonds with kind trainers. Charmeleon's temperament becomes much fiercer after evolving from Charmander, and it's known to seek out battles just to vent its extra energy. Its tail flame burns hotter than before, sometimes turning whitish at the tip during intense combat. When Charmeleon swings its powerful tail, it can scorch the ground or even melt small rocks. Despite its aggression, a Charmeleon with a patient trainer can learn to control its fiery instincts and grow into a powerful, disciplined partner. Charizard's flames are so hot that they can melt boulders instantly, and when it gets truly fired up, its breath can even turn blue-white from the intense heat. Despite its dragon-like appearance, Charizard isn't considered a dragon type in most regions unless it Mega evolves into Mega Charizard X. It loves to battle strong opponents and will refuse to fight weaker ones because it hates holding back its strength. In the anime, Charizard becomes one of Ash's most iconic partners after a long journey of learning trust and respect. Squirtle's round shell is not just for protection, it's shaped to reduce water resistance, allowing it to shoot across the water like a tiny blue torpedo. Its water jets are surprisingly powerful for its size and can be used both for attack and quick mobility. Squirtle often polishes its shell to keep it shiny, which some researchers believe helps it intimidate rivals by reflecting light. In the anime, Squirtle's famous Squirtle Squad became fan favorites thanks to their sunglasses and rebellious charm. Wartortle's fluffy tail isn't just for show, it stores air, helping it stay balanced and buoyant while swimming. The older a Wartortle gets, the darker and longer its tail fur becomes, making elder Wartortles highly respected in the wild. Its ears act like stabilizers, letting it make sharp turns underwater with incredible precision. Some legends say that seeing a Wartortle's long, flowing tail is a sign of longevity and wisdom. Blastoise's water cannons can fire with incredible pressure. strong enough to punch holes through steel or launch it backward from recoil if it isn't braced properly. Its massive shell functions like natural armor, and despite its weight, Blastoise can still withdraw and roll to protect itself. Trainers say that Blastoise shows surprising gentleness towards smaller Pokémon, often acting as a guardian in the wild. Some Pokédex notes mention that its cannons are so precise it can hit a target the size of a berry from long distances. Caterpie releases a sweet yet strangely unpleasant odor from its antenna when threatened, which is strong enough to repel most bird Pokémon. Its body is extremely flexible, allowing it to crawl up vertical surfaces and even hang upside down from branches. The circular markings on its body are meant to mimic large eyes, helping to scare off predators. Despite its fragility, Caterpie can eat enormous amounts of leaves each day to prepare for its metamorphosis. Metapod's shell is incredibly hard, but inside it is still soft and transforming, which is why it avoids moving unless absolutely necessary. The shell acts like armor, protecting the delicate body undergoing metamorphosis into Butterfree. Some Pokédex entries mention that its shell can deflect simple attacks, but a strong enough hit might still cause the inner body to wobble. Despite its limited abilities, Metapod represents one of the most dramatic transformations in the Pokémon world. Butterfree's wings are covered with a special powder that can absorb water, which is why it's often seen shaking off rain to stay airborne. These wing scales also come in different varieties. Some are toxic, some are sleep-inducing, and others can simply dazzle predators. Butterfree is known for its devotion to finding and bringing back the perfect flower nectar, often traveling long distances just to feed its colony or trainer. In the anime, its gentle nature and emotional farewell episodes made it one of the most beloved early Pokémon. Weedle's sharp, venomous stinger on its head is strong enough to deter many predators, especially bird Pokémon that would otherwise see it as an easy meal. Its excellent sense of smell helps it find the freshest leaves to eat, allowing it to avoid poisonous plants that could harm it. Despite its small size, Weedle can climb trees with surprising speed thanks to the tiny suction-like structures on its feet. Some forests even use Weedle as a natural indicator of plant health due to its sensitivity to toxins. Kakuna may look completely immobile, but its body is actually hardening rapidly as it prepares to evolve into Beedrill. Although it can't move much, Kakuna can still wiggle slightly when threatened, often surprising predators who assume it's completely inert. Its shell is tougher than it appears and can withstand light attacks while the inside undergoes intense biological changes. Some regions consider seeing a cluster of Kakuna a warning sign, as it means a swarm of Beedrill is soon to emerge. Beedrill is known for forming highly territorial swarms that will aggressively defend their hive from intruders. Its four-leg stingers can inject a potent venom, and skilled Beedrill can strike so quickly that the movement becomes almost impossible to see. In flight, it can change direction with incredible sharpness, making it one of the most agile bug poison Pokémon. Some trainers consider raising a Beedrill, a badge of honor due to the trust and discipline needed to calm its naturally aggressive instincts. Pidgey is known for being one of the calmest and most mild-mannered bird Pokémon, rarely picking fights unless forced to defend itself. Its excellent sense of direction allows it to navigate forests with ease, even during strong winds or storms. Pidgey often kicks up small dust clouds to distract predators, or to mark its territory when nesting. Despite its simple appearance, it plays an important ecological role by keeping bug populations balanced. Pidgeotto is far more territorial than Pidgey, often patrolling large areas of forest in search of prey or intruders. Its sharp eyesight allows it to spot a Caterpie-sized target from high in the sky with incredible precision. When it swoops down, it can hit with enough force to knock smaller Pokémon off their feet. In the wild, Pidgeotto is considered a sign of a healthy ecosystem, since it only thrives where prey is plentiful. Pidgeot is capable of flying at incredible speeds, reaching nearly Mach 2 when diving to strike prey fast enough to create a sonic ripple in the air. Its magnificent crest isn't just for show. It's used to intimidate rivals and signal dominance within its territory. Pidgeot's wings are powerful enough to whip up strong gusts that can scatter smaller Pokémon or clear debris from its nest. Despite its fierce hunting abilities, it is known to be deeply loyal and protective toward trainers it trusts. In some regions, Pidgeot is seen as a symbol of freedom and unmatched aerial grace. Rattata is incredibly resourceful and can survive in almost any environment, from grassy fields to busy city streets. Its teeth never stop growing, so it gnaws constantly on wood, stone, and even metal to keep them sharp and manageable. Despite its small size, it's extremely alert and can sense danger long before other Pokémon notice anything wrong. Rattata reproduces quickly, which is why even a single pair can populate an entire area in a short time. In some regions, its presence is used as an early warning sign of food storage problems or structural decay. Raticate's powerful incisors can bite through tough materials like concrete and steel pipes, making it one of the most destructive small Pokémon when searching for food. Its hind legs are incredibly strong, allowing it to stand upright, balance on narrow ledges, and even swim across rivers with ease. Because Raticate eats almost anything, it can quickly overrun an ecosystem if not kept in check. Despite its fierce appearance, it is highly intelligent and can remember complex routes through cities or forests. In the wild, the size of Raticate's whiskers is often a sign of its age and status within its pack. Spearow is known for its loud, piercing cry, which it uses to communicate with its flock over long distances and to scare away predators. Its wings beat rapidly, allowing it to fly in short, sharp bursts that make it difficult for enemies to predict its movements. Despite looking small and scrappy, Spearow is fiercely territorial and will attack anything that approaches its nest. It has excellent vision for spotting insects on the ground, even while flying at high speed. In the wild, researchers use Spearow activity to track insect population shifts in grassland ecosystems. Fearow has been flying since ancient times, and its long neck and beak evolved to help it dig prey out of burrows while still airborne. Its wings are incredibly durable, allowing it to glide for hours without tiring and to fly high enough to avoid most predators. Fearow's sharp vision lets it spot movement from great distances, making it an excellent hunter in open fields. When threatened, it can unleash a terrifying screech that echoes across the landscape. In some regions, farmers rely on Fearow populations to control pests, despite the bird's intimidating nature. Ekans can silently slither through tall grass with almost no sound, making it an expert ambush predator. Its jaw is incredibly flexible, allowing it to swallow eggs or prey much larger than its head without difficulty. Ekans becomes more active at night, using its heat-sensing abilities to track warm-blooded targets in complete darkness. If threatened, it will coil tightly and rattle its tail as a warning, mimicking real-world venomous snakes. In the wild, Ekans often sheds its skin near warm rocks, leaving behind the eerie, hollow remains of its old body. Arbok's hood pattern is unique to each regional population, and some variations are so intimidating that they can paralyze weaker Pokémon with fear alone. Its grip is famously powerful once Arbok coils around an opponent. It can crush metal and even crack boulders as if they were nothing. Studies suggest that Arbok can sense faint vibrations through the ground, helping it locate prey hiding underground or far away. Despite its reputation, Arbok is highly intelligent and capable of recognizing individuals, whether friend or foe. In some cultures, its hood is seen as a symbol of protection, and images of Arbok are used to ward off evil spirits. Pikachu stores electricity in the sacs in its cheeks, which sometimes spark when it's excited, nervous, or preparing to battle. It communicates using subtle variations of crackling sounds and tail movements, allowing it to warn others of danger or signal emotions. Wild Pikachu often gather to charge each other up during thunderstorms, creating dazzling flashes of light in the forest. Although cute, their electricity can be powerful enough to knock out much larger Pokémon when fully charged. In the anime, Pikachu's status as Ash's first partner turned it into one of the most iconic mascots in all of gaming. Raikyu's electrical power is so strong that it can cause the air around it to shimmer with static when it's fully charged. Its long tail acts like a grounding rod, helping it safely release excess electricity into the earth so it doesn't shock itself. Raikyu is noticeably faster and more agile than Pikachu, using bursts of electricity to boost its jumps and dodge attacks. In some regions, people believe that spotting a Raikou during a thunderstorm is a sign that the storm will soon intensify. If treated kindly, Raikou becomes extremely affectionate and protective of its trainer. Sandshrews' tough, dry hide acts like natural armor, protecting it from both predators and extreme desert heat. When threatened, it curls into a tight ball, allowing attacks to bounce off its body while it waits for the danger to pass. Sandshrews' burrows can run surprisingly deep, providing cool shelter from scorching temperatures and sudden sandstorms. Its claws are sharp enough to dig through packed earth and stone, making it an excellent underground navigator. In some desert cultures, seeing a sandshrew near a settlement is believed to predict incoming rainfall. Sandslash's back is covered in large, sharp quills that it can raise defensively when threatened, making it dangerous to attack from behind. Its claws are incredibly strong, allowing it to burrow at high speed or slash through thick vegetation with ease. When it rolls into a ball, Sandslash becomes a spinning, spiked weapon capable of knocking back much larger foes. Despite living in harsh environments, it's a careful survivor and maintains complex burrow systems to regulate temperature. Some researchers believe the sheen of its quills can predict weather changes, glinting brighter before dry winds arrive. Nidoran has highly sensitive ears that can detect even the faintest sounds, helping it avoid danger before predators get too close. Unlike its male counterpart, its poison is more subtle but still strong enough to deter threats when it feels cornered. Despite its small size, Nidoran is fiercely protective of its group and will stand its ground if others are in danger. Its body releases a faint, sharp scent when it's startled, warning nearby Pokémon of potential threats. In the wild, older Nidoran often act as scouts, using their acute hearing to guide the rest of the group safely. Nidorina is known for being much more gentle and social than its evolved forms, often living in small, cooperative groups with other Nidorina and Nidoran. It avoids using its poison spikes during everyday life, keeping them slightly retracted to prevent accidentally hurting its companions. When protecting its young or its group, however, Nidorina becomes fiercely defensive and can unleash powerful bites and tackles. Interestingly, unlike many Pokémon in its line, Nidorina becomes quieter when nurturing eggs, lowering its cry to avoid drawing predators. In the wild, researchers believe its calm behavior is a key reason why its groups tend to be more stable than other poison-type families. Nidoqueen's entire body is covered in thick, armor-like scales that protect it from both physical attacks and harsh environmental conditions. Despite its fearsome appearance, it becomes incredibly gentle around its young, using its massive body to shield them from harm. When angered, Nidoqueen can unleash devastating shockwaves by slamming the ground with its fists or tail. Its spikes contain potent venom, but it rarely uses them unless absolutely necessary. In the wild, a Nidoqueen's territory is considered one of the safest places for smaller Pokémon, as it aggressively drives away predators. Nidoran has larger, more prominent poison spikes than the female, and it can flare them up when threatened to make itself look bigger and more dangerous. Its sense of smell is extremely sharp, allowing it to detect rivals or potential mates from far away. Although small, Nidoran is bold and often challenges opponents much larger than itself, relying on quick movements and venomous jabs. When excited, it emits a high-pitched cry that can alert its whole group. In the wild, its horn becomes a symbol of maturity. The sharper and longer it is, the more respect a Nidoran earns. Nidorino is fiercely aggressive and will immediately charge at anything it perceives as a threat, using its large, venomous horn as its primary weapon. The venom it produces becomes more potent as it matures. An experienced Nidorino can control the dosage to deliver warning stings or fully toxic blows. Despite its hostility, it is incredibly alert and can sense danger long before it appears. When excited or preparing to battle, the spines along its back stand upright, making it look even more intimidating. In the wild, Nidoking often seen sharpening their horns on rocks to keep them battle-ready. Nidoking possesses immense physical strength, capable of shaking the ground with a single tail strike or smashing through solid rock without slowing down. Its thick hide and reinforced horn make it a formidable opponent, and its venom becomes dangerously potent when enraged. Nidoking is surprisingly fast for its size, using powerful leaps and charging attacks to overwhelm foes before they can react. Despite its fierce nature, a well-trained Nidoking can be incredibly loyal and protective of its trainer. In the wild, Nidoking pairs are known to patrol wide territories, keeping predators at bay to protect their nests. Clefairy is famous for its connection to the moon, gathering with others of its kind to dance under moonlight in secluded mountain areas. Its wings, though tiny, allow it to float gracefully for short periods, giving it an almost magical appearance. Clefairy stores moonlight energy in its body, which some researchers believe enhances its fairy-like abilities. They are naturally shy and avoid humans, which is why sightings are considered rare and lucky. In certain regions, people believe that a Clefairy's presence brings good fortune and gentle dreams. Clefable is known to move with such light, graceful steps that it can walk across water or snow without leaving a trace. Its sensitive hearing allows it to detect sounds too faint for most Pokémon, making it extremely cautious of strangers. Clefable often lives near quiet lakes or mountains, preferring peaceful places touched by moonlight. Some folklore says that seeing a Clefable under a full moon brings lifelong good luck. Vulpix is born with just one white tail, which gradually splits into 6 as it grows and absorbs more heat energy. Its internal flame burns at a steady, gentle temperature, allowing it to warm itself even in cold climates. When threatened, Vulpix can release a burst of eerie, shimmering fire that confuses opponents rather than burns them. In some regions, it is believed that Vulpix brings protection from misfortune to those who treat it kindly. Ninetales is said to live for 1,000 years, and each of its 9 tails holds a different type of mystical power. Its glowing red eyes are rumored to be able to control the minds of those who anger it. Legends claim that anyone who pulls one of its tails will be cursed with misfortune. Despite its elegance, Ninetales can unleash devastating firestorms in battle. It is considered one of the most intelligent fire types. Jigglypuff is famous for its soothing lullaby, which can put almost any Pokémon or human to sleep within seconds. Its vocal cords are incredibly flexible, allowing it to adjust pitch perfectly to hypnotize its audience. When people fall asleep during its performance, Jigglypuff gets frustrated and often draws on their faces with its marker as payback. Its body can inflate like a balloon, helping it bounce or float short distances. Despite its cute appearance, its determination to be listened to is almost legendary. Many musicians in the Pokémon world study Jigglypuff's singing technique for inspiration. Wigglytuff's body is incredibly soft and stretchy, allowing it to inflate to several times its normal size without losing its shape. Its fur is prized for being silky and smooth, and wild Wigglytuffs spend much of their time grooming to keep it perfect. When angered, it can expand rapidly to intimidate foes, creating enough pressure to knock back smaller Pokémon. Its large, bright eyes give it excellent night vision, making it surprisingly alert after dark. In some regions, people say a calm Wigglytuff brings peaceful dreams to nearby sleepers. Zubat has no eyes at all, relying entirely on echolocation to navigate caves and locate prey with remarkable accuracy. It emits high-frequency sound waves that bounce off surfaces, creating a mental map of its surroundings. Because it dislikes sunlight, Zubat becomes most active at dusk, emerging in large swarms that can darken the sky. Despite their reputation, Zubat colonies help keep insect populations under control. Some researchers believe Zubat can detect subtle air movements, giving them an extra sense for finding safe flight paths in tight spaces. Golbat's fangs are strong enough to pierce through thick hides, allowing it to drink the blood it needs to stay energized. Unlike Zubat, it has fully developed eyes, giving it both echolocation and sharp vision in low light. Golbat can fly silently despite its size, making it a surprisingly stealthy nighttime hunter. When it finds a reliable food source, it often shares with its colony, showing unexpected social behavior. Some studies note that Golbat can sense emotional states through scent, helping them coordinate within large groups. Oddish absorbs moonlight at night, which helps it grow and stay healthy, and it often wanders quietly through fields while everyone else sleeps. During the day, it buries itself in the soil, leaving only its leaves exposed to avoid predators and harsh sunlight. Its leaves are surprisingly sensitive, allowing Oddish to detect vibrations in the ground and sense when danger is near. When threatened, it can release a strong, grassy odor to confuse attackers. In some regions, farmers believe that thriving Oddish populations signal fertile, healthy soil. Gloom constantly drips a foul-smelling fluid from its mouth, but this scent is actually attractive to certain Pokémon. The nectar-like drool contains compounds that can calm or disorient enemies depending on exposure. Despite its gloomy expression, Gloom becomes much more active and alert at night. Its petals are highly sensitive to changes in humidity, reacting before storms arrive. Some researchers believe Gloom's smell plays a key role in maintaining balance within forest ecosystems. Vileplume has some of the largest and heaviest petals of any Pokémon, which it uses to scatter massive clouds of toxic pollen. This pollen can cause paralysis, severe allergies, or even fainting if inhaled too much. When Vileplume walks, its petals sway rhythmically, spreading spores over wide areas. Despite its danger, it plays an important role in helping certain plants reproduce. In some regions, Vileplume pollen is carefully harvested in tiny amounts for medicinal research. Paras lives in forests where parasitic mushrooms grow on its back, slowly drawing nutrients from its body. Over time, the mushrooms begin to influence Paras' behavior, guiding it toward dark, damp places where they can thrive. Despite this, Paras can still defend itself by using sharp claws and releasing spores when threatened. The mushrooms are highly valued in traditional medicine for their healing properties. Some researchers believe Paras is actually being kept alive by the fungi, creating a strange but stable symbiotic relationship. By the time Paras evolves into Parasect, the mushrooms on its back have completely taken control of its body. Parasect no longer acts on its own instincts, instead moving only to support the growth and spread of the fungi. It releases large clouds of spores that can drain energy from other Pokémon and plants. Despite its slow movement, it is extremely dangerous in enclosed forest areas. Some Pokédex entries suggest that the original Paras' consciousness may no longer exist at all. Venonat's body is covered in thick fur that helps it trap poison powders and protect it from cold environments. Its massive red eyes can see in complete darkness, making it an excellent nighttime hunter. Venonat releases poisonous spores from its fur while moving, leaving a hazardous trail behind it. Despite its intimidating appearance, it is surprisingly gentle unless provoked. Some researchers believe Venonat's fur pattern helps it blend into tall grass and cave shadows. Venomoth's wings are coated in fine, toxic powder that can cause paralysis or sleep when scattered into the air. It is strongly attracted to bright lights, often flying toward cities at night despite the danger. Venomoth can flap its wings at high speed to create powerful gusts that spread its spores over large areas. Its large eyes allow it to track multiple targets at once, even in low visibility. In some regions, Venomoth migrations are carefully monitored because their powder can affect entire ecosystems. Diglett lives almost entirely underground, making it extremely rare to see its full body above the surface. Its tunneling improves soil quality by aerating the ground, which farmers greatly appreciate. Diglett moves so fast beneath the earth that it can uproot plants without being noticed. Despite its simple appearance, it has incredibly strong claws hidden beneath the soil. Some scientists still debate what Diglett looks like below ground, as it's almost never observed. Dugtrio is actually 3 Diglett working together, and their teamwork allows them to dig at incredible speeds. They can tunnel several miles underground, causing earthquakes if they move too close to the surface. Despite their identical appearance, each head has its own personality and reacts differently to threats. Dugtrio's digging helps enrich soil, but can also damage buildings if they tunnel beneath cities. Some Pokédex researchers believe Dugtrio communicates silently through vibrations in the ground. Meowth is famous for its obsession with shiny objects, especially coins, which it collects and guards fiercely. The coin on its forehead is said to bring good luck, though Meowth itself rarely shares its treasure. It is highly agile and can move silently, making it an excellent nighttime scavenger. Meowth are intelligent enough to learn complex tricks and even understand human routines. In urban areas, Meowth often form rival gangs that compete over territory and valuables. Persian moves with elegant grace, and every step it takes is quiet and deliberate, making it a master of stealth. The jewel on its forehead is highly sensitive and can detect changes in air pressure or danger nearby. Persian's sharp claws can strike without warning, even while it appears relaxed. Despite its beauty, it has a fierce and unpredictable temper if mishandled. In many cultures, owning a Persian is considered a sign of wealth and prestige. Psyduck constantly suffers from headaches, and when the pain becomes unbearable, it releases powerful psychic energy without realizing it. These psychic outbursts are strong enough to overwhelm much larger Pokémon. Psyduck's confusion isn't an act, it genuinely doesn't understand its own powers. After using psychic abilities, it often forgets what just happened. Some researchers believe Psyduck's headaches are caused by its mind struggling to contain its latent psychic strength. Golduck is an expert swimmer, capable of moving faster than most watercraft thanks to its streamlined body. The webbing on its hands and feet allows for precise, graceful movement underwater. Unlike Psyduck, Golduck has full control over its psychic abilities and uses them strategically in battle. Its red head gem enhances its psychic focus, especially while swimming at high speeds. In ancient times, Golduck was often mistaken for a mythical sea spirit due to its elegance and intelligence. Mankey is extremely short-tempered and can become furious over the smallest provocation. Once angry, it enters a near-constant rage state that boosts its physical strength. Its agility allows it to leap between trees and cliffs with ease while attacking relentlessly. Interestingly, a Mankey that becomes too calm can actually get sick, as its body is adapted to frequent bursts of anger. Some trainers say bonding with a Mankey requires learning exactly how to not annoy it. Primeape is almost constantly angry, and its rage actually grows stronger the longer it stays awake. Once it becomes furious, it will chase its target relentlessly, even if that target escapes far away. Its heart rate increases dramatically during battle, boosting its strength but putting serious strain on its body. Ironically, Pokédex entries say that if Primeape ever manages to calm down completely, it may stop moving altogether. Growlithe is extremely loyal and will fearlessly protect its trainer and territory, even against much stronger enemies. Its keen sense of smell allows it to track people and Pokémon over great distances. Growlithe's flame burns hotter when it feels brave or determined, especially when defending someone it trusts. It uses loud barks and fire bursts to scare off intruders before attacking. In many regions, Growlithe are used as patrol or guard Pokémon because of their reliability and courage. Arcanine is known as the legendary Pokémon due to its majestic appearance and incredible speed. It can run over 6,000 miles in a single day and night, effortlessly crossing vast landscapes. Ancient texts and murals often depict Arcanine alongside heroes, symbolizing courage, loyalty, and honor. Despite its intimidating size, Arcanine is famously gentle with trusted trainers and fiercely protective of those it cares about. Poliwag's spiral pattern isn't just decoration. It's actually its visible internal organs, showing how thin its skin is. Because its legs are still underdeveloped, Poliwag prefers swimming to walking and is surprisingly fast in the water. The direction of its spiral differs slightly between individuals, which researchers use to identify them. When threatened, Poliwag can use its slick skin to slip out of an enemy's grasp with ease. Poliwhirl's spiral pattern isn't just decorative, it can actually hypnotize opponents who stare at it for too long. Its smooth, rubbery skin helps it stay moist on land, allowing it to survive outside water much longer than Poliwag. Poliwhirl is an excellent swimmer, using powerful arm strokes rather than its legs to move quickly through water. Despite its serious look, it's known to be playful and enjoys splashing both friends and foes during battle. Poliwrath is a powerful swimmer whose muscular body allows it to overpower ocean currents with ease. Its spiral belly pattern is said to help opponents become hypnotized or lose focus during battle. Poliwrath can swim for hours without tiring, using its strong arms to deliver crushing punches both in and out of water. Unlike its playful earlier forms, Poliwrath is serious and disciplined, often acting as a guardian of rivers and lakes. Abra sleeps for up to 18 hours a day, but even while asleep it can teleport away instantly if it senses danger. This constant teleporting is why Abra is so hard to catch in the wild. It often disappears before trainers can react. Its psychic powers are already extremely strong, even though it rarely fights directly. Researchers believe Abra sleeps so much because using psychic energy consumes enormous mental effort. Interestingly, many Abra remember places they've teleported to, even if they've never consciously seen them awake. Kadabra's psychic powers are so intense that it emits alpha brain waves, which can cause malfunctions in nearby electronic devices. The spoon it carries is not just a prop, it amplifies its psychic abilities and helps it focus its immense mental energy. According to Pokédex lore, a human child with strong psychic powers once mysteriously transformed into a Kadabra, which is why it has such a humanoid appearance. Kadabra sleeps while floating in the air, continuing to train its mind even at rest. Many people find Kadabra unsettling, but researchers consider it one of the smartest non-legendary Pokémon. Alakazam's brain is said to never stop growing, giving it an IQ estimated to be over 5,000, far beyond any human genius. It remembers everything it has ever experienced, which is why it constantly meditates to avoid sensory overload. The spoons it carries are not weapons, but focused tools that amplify its psychic power and reduce mental strain. Because its body is physically weak, Alakazam relies almost entirely on its mind to defend itself. Some Pokédex entries claim that if Alakazam ever used its full power at once, it could reshape reality around it. Machop's muscles are incredibly dense, giving it surprising strength despite its small size. It trains constantly, even lifting and throwing rocks much larger than itself to build power and endurance. Machop rarely feels fatigue, which allows it to practice martial arts-style movements for hours without resting. Its belt-like markings are actually muscle ridges that help stabilize its core during heavy lifting. Because of its discipline and work ethic, Machop is often used by trainers as a symbol of dedication and perseverance. Machoke's muscles are so powerful that it wears a special power-limiting belt to keep from accidentally causing destruction. Without it, even simple movements could topple buildings or crack the ground beneath it. It trains constantly and enjoys testing its strength against other fighting-type Pokémon. Despite its intimidating appearance, Machoke is known to help humans with heavy labor, construction, and rescue work when properly trained. Machomp's 4 muscular arms allow it to deliver rapid fire, punches so fast that they can be impossible to see with the naked eye. Each arm can act independently, letting Machamp grab, throw, and strike multiple opponents at once. Despite its intimidating strength, Machamp follows a strict sense of discipline and will never use its full power unless absolutely necessary. Legends say a single Machamp can move mountains or stop a speeding train with one well-timed grab. Bellsprout's thin, flexible body lets it bend and twist to dodge attacks despite its plant-like appearance. It can spit corrosive acid strong enough to dissolve iron, which it uses both for hunting and self-defense. Bellsprout's root-like feet allow it to anchor itself firmly in the ground, even during strong winds. Despite looking fragile, it can strike with surprising speed by snapping its vine-like arms forward. Its bell-shaped mouth is also sensitive to vibrations, helping it detect movement nearby. Weepinbell hangs from tree branches and ceilings, waiting patiently for prey to wander underneath. It dissolves its food using corrosive acids before consuming it, which allows it to digest even tough materials. The sweet scent it releases is actually a lure, attracting unsuspecting Pokémon closer. Despite its plant-like appearance, Weepinbell can move surprisingly fast when it decides to strike. Victreebel lures prey by swaying its leafy body and releasing a sweet-smelling aroma that draws victims closer. Once prey approaches, it snaps shut with its powerful jaws and dissolves them using strong digestive acids. Its vine-like limbs allow it to hang from trees, perfectly positioning itself for ambush attacks. Despite its plant-like appearance, Victreebel is surprisingly fast and aggressive in battle. Some Pokédex entries warn that entire forests can become dangerous if a Victreebel population grows unchecked.